how you doing to start off?
I'm cool. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's been a crazy 2020 start.
Oh yeah.
It's been a real crazy 2020 start. You were just at Age of Defiance release show this past January 14th at Honey, and then you're gonna be at Sean Anonymous's release party birthday in the 7th Street Entry, downtown Minneapolis. What's the date on that again?
On the 24th, I think at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
And
Swag. So like I haven't like really talked to you like that. So this is like a really cool moment.
Yeah.
So there's like so much I want to ask you. So if you could take me through like the start of when you wanted to become a DJ, if it was like not that at first, it was like something else at first. Like how did you find your way into what you're doing right now?
So I started rapping about 3 years ago when I came back to Minnesota. I've always done like art, like I've always been a photographer or just like anything. I want to do every type of art, but specifically I was like I wanted to cross over because I've always worked with a lot of musicians. So then I was like, okay, well now I want to make my own music so I can like put it on my own video, like so I can do everything. And so I came back to Minnesota from LA because I genuinely liked the sound and like just like the feeling, and it wasn't like made up for me because I had a lot of opportunities and I had a lot of I could have, you know, like I could have been like a record plant, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that wouldn't have been like imagine mixie like I don't know, like, I know it's like makeup, you know. So no, I chose just to come back here and like genuinely find my sound with like people. So that was when I started rapping, and then somebody thought I was a DJ from my name. That's
Mixie.
how, yeah. That's
oh,
how I
Mixie. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's how I became a DJ because they thought, and so I was like, all right, you can pay me to do that. Pay me to play songs.
So are you from Minneapolis?
I was born in Colombia. I was adopted as a baby, but I was raised in the Twin Cities. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you started off as a rapper, right? Or kind of. So like now, so like would you still like DJing is like your main profession? Would you say that, or would you say like art is your main profession? Just art in general.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to like pigeonhole it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably like a tie between like if you're counting like from like monetary gains, which like I don't care about, but like DJing and like flyer design. So yeah.
All right. So, what are some inspirations of yours, and like just art-wise? It doesn't have to be like
art. Yeah. Okay. The number one. Well, yeah, maybe my number one. Controversial Kanye West. Because I'm a controversial bitch. Are we cussing yet? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I always see you tweeting like, yo, Kanye is the GOAT. Like,
I love Kanye.
And people are like, yo, what?
I know.
But no, he's a genius. Like,
it's like, you know, we all have our own whatever. And I'm also a conspiracy theorist, but like, I'm always right, so.
What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
There we go.
Yep.
Is your birthday soon? It's Capricorn season.
It was mixie week last week.
Okay, happy birthday. If you care about that. If you care about birthdays.
Yeah. It was a whole week. It was lit. We had a birthday party. Me, 2 for 1, Lady Midnight, Natani, me, and her other, some goats. And I'm talking about the Minneapolis sound. One person I always like want to push, like. And like she doesn't even need it, but I feel like it's like time for the world to know Lady Midnight. Like I just think everybody like it's time. Like it's been
past time, but it's definitely time.
Like, she's something else. Yeah, if there's anybody like I could like see somebody and they'd be like la la la, I'd be like, yo, listen to Lady Midnight. And then everybody loves her. Yep.
So why this scene, if that makes any sense? Like there's a lot of scenes and you traveled. What is it about St. Paul, Minnesota, the regions around that, St. Paul, Minneapolis, that you're just like, I don't, like, do you want to move? Is it a place where you get tired of? Like, how do you feel in general about this scene that you're a part of?
So, I definitely came back for a reason, just because, like, I saw, well, I think people have it a little misconstrued staying here too long, that like they can't like make their dreams come true, which is like if you travel and you go and then you're like, oh, like it's not that hard, you know what I'm saying? Like it's it is, but like also like to me, like I went to LA and I just like anything I wanted to ever do, like I did it, and so I was like, all right, that's cool, but I don't have my own like sound, so I wanted to go back to, you know, like there was something really special to me, and I think like how Lizzo came here and prospered and found her sound is kind of like I came back and I was in a group called Space, and they would always say like, Mixie, why are you doing so many shows, la 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 la. I'm like, bro, I just started rapping, like I know we're superstars, but like I need to practice.
Right.
So
you're very damn popular. Like I don't know if you know that, but you're pretty damn popular. So
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't
I know that's making you nervous, but like you come up often in DJ conversations, and I know you're an artist, an all around artist. But as far as like that goes, it's like when shows are happening, it's like what do we get to spin? Well, obviously we got Tay, we got Mixie, we got all these other cool women. Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, do you consider yourself a woman? Is that your pronoun?
So I'm gender fluid.
Okay.
So I'm really like whatever you perceive me as long as it's respectful.
So feminine energy in general, like women in this scene in general have been kind of like, in my opinion, like taking over, and that's I think that's dope. So like, how do you think that happens? Like, I don't know if that makes sense of a question, but it's like been a powerful surgence of just all of these women just killing it. Lady McKnight, Lizzo, you know, blew up here. DJs are killing it here. Artists, painters. We're in, you know, Amy's space. Like, what do you think what's that stemming from?
So right now, I think it's like a worldwide consciousness, like the shift of consciousness, the age of Aquarius. So basically, it's like we're coming out of like a down wave. So it's coming up and like breaking through. There's like a breaking through point, which I feel like 2020 is that point. So like everybody's coming to like a new consciousness, and it's like the age of the divine feminine, and that is why like the patriarchy and white supremacy is like gripping, but
and trying really wild out, right? Trying really wild out right now.
But it has to come to that point, like there has to, like, you know, like it's almost here, like we feel it, like I don't know, we might get bombed tomorrow, I don't know. And that's on, but you know, after that I think it's looking up from there. I think we all know we don't want to go to war, and like that's that like feminine like love, that energy, but you know, patriarchy and white supremacy. So I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it too. When I first started rapping, I was like rapping in my flower crowns. So I used to make flower crowns when I first started rapping, and I would always wear them to my shows. And then I got my face tatted with the flowers, so I didn't have to wear them. Yeah, I got the face tat.
Oh, that's a real tattoo. That's not just okay. Oh, that's raw though. That's raw as hell. Okay. Come through.
Yeah, so there was like a lot of misogyny. Like I was playing places like Red Sea with like 20 guys on the lineup, and like I was like, I thought we were past this, and this is like 3 years ago. So like I thought we were past this. I started doing like ladies' nights, and like a lot of venues still are sexist, and that's like one thing. It's either like racism, sexism, or both. So we're trying to create new spaces and find new spaces. So like I'm thankful for places like Pimento, Rare Productions, Just Us just opened. Shout out to Palmer's, black owned now. That's tight.
Word?
Yeah, black owned.
Word?
Shout out to my guy Tony. I met him the other night. Palmer's is my favorite place.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I consciously like work to contribute towards that, and I feel, you know, like although maybe it might not have been seen, I think that my efforts were seen by the right people to put people in the right positions. So I'm glad, you know, to play my part, play my role.
So who created Sis? that series of shows that you guys do at Pimento?
So it's me and Minnie Blanco, the DJ. She's actually out in LA now, but we started, I was doing ladies' night at Bullwinkle's. That didn't pan out. So then we had an offer to do it at Nomad, like something similar, and so then we wanted to do Sis, which isn't exclusively for women, but it's just more of celebrating the feminine energy. And we tried to book like newer faces along with an OG, I guess. So then like the exposure comes to new artists, and then like from there, like they've gone on to the Clituation. Like a lot of people who were on our shows and got seen, they go to the Clituation or Fields or like any other type of like event, which is like really like that was the point of it. So yeah, we do it right now. We're doing every last Sundays. We're about to move to a new space, and
Can we know what space, or is that kind of like on the?
It's like, yep, yep, it's on the. You gotta know to know. So
if you know, you know the fucking vibes. Yeah. You know the fucking vibes. So you know, if you know, you know.
You know, you know. Figure it out.
So what is your? I mean, like your 2020 goals, your 2021 goals. Like you kept talking about this breakthrough, this shift, this higher consciousness. Yeah. What do you see for Mixie this year? And does it matter really?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like so last year was, I think, for everybody, and like I said, like it's that breaking through point. It's like coming out of, like, we all have to go through like everything's on fire. Like the whole world is like literally on fire right now, like right now. And so like we have to come out of the ashes and like rise out of the ashes. So my last year, if anybody knows anything about me, my husband was detained by ICE for 6 months. So like half of the year last year, and then he was deported at the last second. He's in Liberia now, and today I bought the ticket. I'm bringing my baby for her first birthday to Liberia.
That's dope.
So I'm excited.
I heard you had a show book out there too. Yes. Okay.
And
that was lit.
Yeah, my first so I've never actually played. I've been to a lot of places, but I've never actually played out of the cities. So I'm like really excited. The first time it's gonna be in Liberia. Yep, and Soda says there's no like femme DJs over there, but the weird part about it, so Soda was like kind of really against being deported, which like I get. He doesn't remember it, like, and it's like, you know, like, I don't know where I'm going, like this is my home, like his name is Soda, but he didn't know his brother. His brother came to get him from the airport. His brother does music, so all they do is make music. Yeah, and so like they know the people over there. So like, yeah, we're about to do a show. I'm really trying to do like a tour really from there, maybe in the spring or the fall. Get to Ghana, go back home type shit. No. Yeah, world tours. Also, I've been in talks with some like gallery and museum spaces, which is always which is always like one of my big goals is to be in like museums, like as an artist. I guess it was like growing up, it was never like a direction in art that I want to go to. I just kind of want to try and just like whatever I want to do, I should do it. So I never felt fully ready for like a museum because I'm like, I don't know, I don't like make big sculptures, like big spaces, you know, like, but I got in contact with the museum, so I'm planning to do an event in the summer around like free soda, free everybody, free world, indigenous people, like just claiming our land and like working against white supremacy basically. Using the platform for better. So yeah, I'm excited to do more like art, like real art.
Like real dope,
real art, yeah.
Interactive art.
Yeah.
Are you still in the studio making music as an individual for yourself, and can we expect like an album or like what can we expect from you music wise? Yeah,
last year I really wanted to make an album. And it so happened, you know, then Soda got detained. So then I started working on this Free Soda album, which I've been thinking about. It's about halfway done. And I think I want to, I'm making a film about the whole thing, like a documentary. So I think I just want to like put them together kind of. Okay. And I hope to release that at the event, have it projected on the walls. But yeah, I've been doing.
I'm working.
Yeah, I'm using all of this.
You working?
It's all very motivational. Like through it all, like that's what the best art is made from. I feel like is like through the struggle. Like you need something, or like because when I first started thinking about music, I guess I hadn't been through a lot of things, but now it's just like I can say anything all the time, and I've been like, I didn't do a lot of music by myself last year. This year I've already released like 3 or 4 songs, so like it's only, what is it, the 16th?
But the 16th of January, like we got like
yeah,
11 more months left.
Yeah, so I'm ready. Like this year, I started freestyling really last year, but it's like maybe like my 4th day. I'm like, I gotta start over. If I miss a day, like I gotta start over. So yeah, I've been freestyling, and I'm really trying to like take that to the next level as well.
So how would you, all right, this is like a really weird question too. So how would you define mixie? Like mixie is
an abstract thought.
Abstract thought. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, and the same question for like Minneapolis. So like Minneapolis is. Ooh.
Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's what it is. I think it's interesting. I was actually having a conversation. So, Free World, if you see my shirt, Free World, me and my business partner, Sunny Soda, have been kind of working on this concept even before Soda had gotten detained, but then it kind of took off in the same, like, realm of just, like, feel like what is free to, like, you and me, and, like, what is, you know, this consciousness and all that type of stuff. But we're trying to put together maybe like a collective, or really try to help musicians, you know, like PR, management, all these different types of things, because he has his hand in like corporate My Music, download the app.
What's the service app again?
My Music.
My Music. Okay, so
yeah, they help get like It's like a platform for music, and I have my hand in things like Summer Cypher, Sis, like just all different things, and so it's like bringing all these resources together and bringing people up. You know, what was the point of this? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you know, I asked you. Minneapolis is, you know, and I kind of like left it open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. Yeah. No, it's all very different. So like I'd say Sunny really likes like trap music and like real rap, and I really respect him for that. Me, I'm more of like, I like Lady Midnight. I like Femme, like Dua, Nascimento, just like different things like Gully Boys, 26 Bats, things like that. So we're working on this event at Just Us called Minneapolis Sound, and like I was having this discussion. It got kind of heated because like we come from, like we're just so like different, and so it got a little heated just because it's like, who do we put on that show? And like I think he would, me personally, in my opinion, but I do like respect his opinion too. I just think he was playing it a little safe in like his zone, and I'm like, no, like if you've been paying attention like the past year, like as we were saying, like more feminine energy is rising, and outside of just like rap, there's like genre bending, like 26 Bats, Bailey, like. And that's something I strive to do too, just because like mixie, where I got my name from, like I don't even really know where I come from because I was adopted, so I don't know my parents, like, but which is like, it's been a thing I've been thinking about, because it's like looking at your parents, then you know where you're from, and like you represent, and like there's a special bond. Like me having kids, like I feel it now, so I like want to find my mother, but also it makes me feel like I could be anything, because if I come from like an unknown, then like you just create your own, you know what I'm saying? Like who knows what the cycles were over here, but
right.
we're making anything over here. Yeah. What's up? Or goodbye. This has been cool. This is Mixie. We were staring at the city. We've been staring at the city. We'll continue staring at the city.